I wonder why is it that we claim it is being meticulous, optimistic, or professional to always cover up for what life unfairly does to us. Life is out here providing us with unfair, unacceptable options. But instead of admitting what it actually is, we run to cover for it. Like, I'm fine, and you see, I'm holding up quite well. You see, we're gonna get through this. Maybe you will, but what's the thing propelling you to quickly rush to the optimistic, to quickly wish things are gonna turn out good? Don't you think it's fear? Yeah, I think it is, because truth of the matter is you're not fine. You're not holding up quite well. You're tired. Like, it's not like you're gonna escape your life, or you're gonna suddenly uh, face some dire consequences for admitting that. No, but instead, you really feel embraced. You really feel seen, understood, and empowered when if when truth prevails. But then, when someone whom we're going together with in that journey suddenly says, "I hate this job," you yourself, deep down within, you feel seen, you feel understood. You be like, at least I'm not the one, I'm not the only one hating this job. We've been intimidated by things we cannot change. It could either be our jobs, it could either be our lifestyles. You see, that living condition, that living standard. Maybe you're poor at this moment. We've been intimidated so much by those things that we don't even have the guts to honestly speak against them. Like, we prefer to remain quiet, and we disguise that as being meticulous, as being professional, when deep down within ourselves we're criticizing these things. So we prefer to remain silent. But when someone you are going with in that journey, in that suffering, suddenly becomes not scared to just say that, "I hate this job, man." Like, you be like, "Man, I thought we're not supposed to speak against this thing." But this person is like speaking out his guards, speaking what he really feels. And from him embracing the true reality of the situation like that, you yourself, you feel seen as well. You feel understood, that at least I'm not the only one. That at least someone knows that this is not supposed to be this way. Why should we filter these things? Because, like, you're not gonna change your job. You're so disciplined to still stick around that job because you need those pennies. But that doesn't mean you mustn't be honest with yourself. You mustn't say, "I hate this." Like, man, it's the conversation you're actually having inside. Why contradict yourself? This thing, I feel like it's driving us crazy because we're evaluating things differently within ourselves. Like, man, my opinions unfiltered about these things. The people we prefer sticking around, the friendships that we choose for ourselves, are not perfect, professional, intelligent people, stylish, or cool people. You figure out that everyone is at home with his friends. Does that mean they ain't better people than the friends he or she chose? No, they may be smarter people, they may be brilliant, cool people, meticulous people, professional people. I choose my friends, but because I can be myself in their midst, because I can be allowed the liberty to speak out my heart. And that is how I become at my best. And that is how honesty, that is how authenticity, that is how betterment itself is provoked out of myself. When nothing is filtered, when I don't have to remember that I cannot say this. And then you look at strangers, you look at how uncomfortable we become around people we're beginning to meet. We have certain languages that are not quite bad, but are probably not quite advisable to just get along with in the midst of strangers. Like, I don't know, man, how you roll. I don't know your style. I'm just not comfortable to speak out my heart at this point. Do you know that at this point I just wish to say I'm hungry? But I'm like, what if that brings some judgment? So I'm gonna be uncomfortable. So I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be mindful of every word I'm getting out of my mouth. And there is no better conversation or connection that can ever come out of that sort of interaction, of that sort of atmosphere. No, I'm just gonna wait until we part ways.